Hello everyone, Yvonne here with my crafting therapy room. And I'm doing up a bunch of cards, Christmas cards, for a swap that I'm a part of on the Facebook group called Mixed Media Mondays with Tracy Weinzaffel. This is an amazing group of ladies that are just super talented, and Tracy does a Ustream mixed media project every Monday evening, and I tell you, we have so much fun. And yeah, she's just super talented, and she put together this swap. So I'm doing up these cards to send away, and then I get 12 cards back from all these different ladies. So I'm just going to sort of go through how I'm doing this card. This is the card that I ended up making, and I don't know, my lighting is not all that great in here, but I vintaged it up and did lots of crackle and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know if you can, yeah, I guess you can, hey? So just check out the crackling on that, hey? All distressed and tons of lace and all that kind of ooey gooey goodness. Now, where I have my camera set up, I'm having to do everything upside down, so this could be interesting. I've never done a tutorial with doing it upside down before, so we'll see how it goes. And then the star, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but I've got it all glittery. And then I inked the edges with my vintage photo. But anyway, so I'm going to show you, I guess, just how I put this card together. And I started out with just a piece of craft cardstock, and what I did first of all is I painted the back of it with just some acrylic paint, and I did it in espresso. And this is just your cheap dollar store acrylic paint that I use. And so I painted the background of this with the chocolate, or with the espresso. Let it dry, and then I found this at Walmart, and what it is it's made by Folk Art. Yeah, Folk Art. But it's a crackle medium. And so I used it. Had it for a while, haven't used it. It's pretty liquidy. It's not really all that thick. But anyways, the way that you use it is you paint your background color, then you put and let it dry. You put a layer of this crackle medium on it, let it dry, and then you put your contrasting color over top. And I just used, it's called a warm white, so just an off-white of that same dollar store acrylic paint. And then once you do that, that's when it starts to crackle. So yeah, I really like the looks of how that turned out. I've never crackled anything before, and I don't know, I think that's my new favorite addiction now. But anyways, so then what I did was I just cut out some little, very tiny little trunks, I guess, if you want to call them, out of just some fiber paper. And of course I ran out of my glue gun doing my last card before I decided to do this tutorial, so I'm going to try and suffer through here with some glues and other tapes that I have. I don't know how it's going to work, but anyways, we will just do what we can and see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this card upside down. This could be interesting. I'll see if I actually remember how to do it. Doing everything upside down. But anyway, oh well, it is what it is, hey? So yeah, so what I did was I took just some different kinds of lace that I had from my stash. All of this lace came from our local dollar store. I tell you, I'm pretty lucky when it comes to that kind of stuff. There's not a whole lot on each of the rolls, but yeah, anyways, it does give me some fun different things to play with. So what I've been doing is I've just been actually glue gunning this these down figuring it's just easier than trying to glue it, because I'm not patient enough to wait for glue to dry for all this lace and for 12 cards that I was doing. So yeah, I totally did the glue gun thing. So yeah, all I did was just layer these suckers up the page, and I just cut them different widths, and yeah, had lots of fun. The very first card that I made, what I've been doing after I get this done is this card base that I've got going here is just the standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just your 8 1/2 by 11 sheet cut in half, really is all it is. And anyways, but I wanted it to be just a little bit bigger than that. See how this is going together? You just keep cutting them a little bit smaller and smaller all the way up to get a Christmas tree shape. At the end of the day, I'm just going to trim this one off just a little bit at the one end. There we go. And anyways, so yeah, it's pretty easy to put together. The one thing I hate about a glue gun is all these stupid little strings you end up with all over the creation. Drives me nuts, but oh well. That is okay too. Oops. Now I got it stuck to my fingers. Something black in the middle of that one. Awesome. Now these ones are so narrow that I've been just hanging on to them with my tweezers. To put them down with. And this last itty bitty piece, make sure I've got it the right way. I've got more glue and paint and stuff all over me. It's crazy. And then what I've done is I love a distressed look, and I tell you, the more distressed the better in my opinion. I just go at this thing with my Tim Holtz distress tool like crazy all the way around. So I think what I will do is I will just pause this, and then I will keep doing this so you're not having to watch me distress the heck out of the edges of a card, which I'm sure is so very interesting to watch, but really, I think you kind of get the idea. So I'm just going to pause this for a bit, and then I will come right back when I've got it all done. Okay, I was having issues with my camera here, and anyway, so yeah, got it all distressed up, inked the edges with my vintage photo, my go-to ink. Also, I'd forgotten to distress the back, so I did that over top of the crackle, and I also distressed the ribbons as well, just to give it a little bit more of that aged look. Now, I got some, our local thrift shop is called the Good Neighbor Store, and they have got ribbons there. I've got so much ribbon, and maybe one day I'll actually do a stash of my ribbons that I've got. But check this one out. Look at that. I got 6 meters for $1. How cool is that? Anyways, so yeah, check this out. Isn't that awesome? So I really wanted to use the edges of this. So what I did was I just cut it down each of the edges, and I've got the middle part that I can still use as a separate piece of ribbon. But what I did was cut the end so that I would have it for around the outside of my card. Now I ran out of my tape runners, so yes, I'm using my Suquang tape to put this lace down, which, yeah, I realize is probably overkill, but I guess it's gonna stay, isn't it? Glue gun doesn't work too well with this ribbon because it's just, it has too many holes in it, so it is pretty gooey, and I end up burning myself enough times with that silly thing without giving it any extra ammo by trying to glue a ribbon on. But anyway, so we are going to glue this around the outside, and again I'll probably just start it and then pause so that you're not watching me put a whole entire ribbon down onto a base of a card. And then when I go to do my corners, I just sort of give it a bit of a flip like that. Then that gives you, I come back and I glue that down, but it just gives you a nice edge around your cards when you're, oh that's right, I'm upside down, when you are putting them together. It's really not that hard to do. All you do is just fold it around and sort of give it a 90 degree tuck, I guess, if you want to call it that. Okay, so my memory card was full. That was the problem. Anyways, so yeah, I've got the ribbon all glued down here. So I'm just going to take my card base that I made, and what I did was I just cut it 1/4 of an inch wider all the way around. And then my base. Tell you, with this tape on here, this sucker shouldn't go anywhere. Okay, that's right, I forgot I've got to do this the other way. Okay, so there you go, and I always like to brayer my edges down when I'm doing a card, or actually doing any kind of gluing. And I'm just going to 3D pop the star on there, and that should be it. Just like that. So there, you've got a Christmas card, vintage style, no Christmas colors on it whatsoever, but there you go. That's my card. Thank you very much for stopping by, and we will see you later. Bye.